Hello, hello everyone, and welcome back to our English campaign. We've got a bunch of armies milling around Paris, and they can just stay where they are for now. We're going to take a look at our notifications. First of all, here we've got a proposed marriage for Jean Russell, and I may just accept, because Jean herself, wherever she may be, Jean Russell, she is 34, and she's nearly past the ripe age. You know, she's going to be barren anytime soon, so we might as well accept this betrothal. This guy's not half bad either. He's 43, which, I mean, is not ideal, but it's not bad at all. He's got quite a lot of command, and so maybe he'll lead to something greater, perhaps. There we go, Ralph of York. I'm not sure. There we go. He is in Caen, actually, for some odd reason. Path blocked for Robin Fitzwalter. He's heading to Northern Africa to deal with... shit, we're completely blocked off, apparently, and I just fucked that up big time. Death stalks the land. We've got a big old plague hitting in Aberdeen, which is not the greatest, actually. That's quite unfortunate. Luckily, though, it's only Scottish people. I mean, they're not technically English yet. It takes a few years to totally indoctrinate people into the English way of living. So technically, I mean, they're still Scottish, so I could not give less shits. And the Mongols have actually invaded, full on.
With the enemy you know, our familiar foes. But to discount the menaces that lurk beyond the known world is to risk a rude awakening that can become a nightmare. This nightmare is the Mongol invasion.
Dear Lord in heaven, why have you forsaken us? This heathen asshole has come to wreck our days. So I guess he's actually now on the map. That is, Genghis Khan and his Mongol hordes perhaps are now on the map, and they are wreaking havoc throughout Khwarezmia and whatever this else, the Cuman Khanate. Perhaps, it's hard to say. Look at this, we are now the most advanced faction. Carnarvon is ready to upgrade, and we might as well get it as a backup. Not so much a backup as a supplement to our recruiting capacity in the English Isle. Guy of Moray, our merchant on the salt pile here, has finally kicked the bucket and now he's dead. And he's never going to be seen ever again. So I suppose we're going to have to recruit a few merchants to replace the ones that we've lost. And along with merchants, I might as well recruit some spies while we're at it. In Marseille, we don't have any agents right now. Lyon, Dijon. Dijon, we have a spy, a new one, Alan Moores. And he's going to head north towards Metz, I suppose. There was a Portuguese army there we saw, and it just evaporated into the mists. Leonard Keys is another spy we have. And, man, we've got so many spies in the Scottish lands now. Absolutely ridiculous. Christopher Cromwell, perhaps... No, he's kind of useless. We're just going to have him sitting outside some Scottish cities just in case we need to parlay with these assholes. We've got quite the enemy force in Bruges, unfortunately. And surprisingly, the Scots have also... they were also able to... The Scots were actually able to break the blockade of Bruges and Antwerp. And I need to retrain my fleets before we get going. And actually... What I need to do before we attack the Scots yet again is get Fulk of Langton here to not bribe, but make a single payment to the Papal States, for, I don't know, 7,500 florins. I'm not sure this Pope really likes us all that much.
It has been a pleasure.
Oh shit, there we go. We are an inspiration to all Christendom, apparently, along with Venice. And I think maybe that's enough for the Pope to allow us to attack the Scots, but I'm just going to take it easy. We might as well cease hostilities for another turn, and then that mission will expire and we can go fucking buck wild on these assholes. We'll just take Bruges and Antwerp in one deft move. Speaking of, we've got our armies on the fleet of Admiral Philip. Now he needs to sail his merry way across the seas towards Antwerp, and the army needs to disembark if at all possible, but it's not. It is not possible in the least. Before we attack the Scots, though, we need to first get into position. And we need a few more reinforcements for our armies. We need, I think it was 4 units for Eustace Vaughan. There we go. Eustace Vaughan's army is just packed to the gills with professional units. And then Archibald Vaughan has room for 2 more units, so we might as well throw those light men-at-arms and spearmen sergeants in there. Ta-da! Now we've got a bunch of professional reinforcements in Paris, as well as a lot of militiamen. So I'm going to grab these spearmen. There we go. Is that enough? Damn, I'm good. Damn, it feels good to be a gangsta. But there we go. We've got 2 massive armies. Technically 4 armies, but for all intents and purposes, I've got them rolled into one collective unit there. We've got Archibald Vaughan, and he's going to besiege Cham next turn. And then we've got Oliver Russell, and he will attack Bruges. And then, of course, we've got, what's-his-nuts, Hubert of Shrewsbury and Samuel Russell heading towards Antwerp. We got this in the bag. Dublin also has council chambers in the bag, and we're going to build a city watch there. Edinburgh has an abbey, and I suppose we can build a shipwright for no particular reason. Aberdeen needs, like, a hospital or a mask manufactory or something. We're going to build a merchant's wharf, though. Actually, no, we'll build crops just to combat that massive population loss that we're going to get from this fucking plague. There we go. Recruitment, a ton of militia units in Caen and France in general. Let's see, we've got a priest in Bordeaux and a spy in Bordeaux. Damn.
Yes.
So this guy can just chill in Bordeaux for now. He can be the Bishop of Bordeaux. But Gilles de Morley here needs to head down to Iberia to get eyes on the goings-on of said place. But our assassins need to continue towards Northern Africa. Philip Montgomery, likewise. I don't know, we can just keep him floating around Iberia just in case we need to do diplomacy with them. Marriage celebrations. Ralph of York, Jean of York, there we go. The Pope absolutely loves us. Now, we've also got David of Salisbury is still kicking in Clermont, I believe. Yes, David of Salisbury and King Herbert, the chivalrous. We'll put King Herbert in Paris for no particular reason, and David of Salisbury can just continue to rot in Clermont until his last dying day. For some reason, nothing is going on there. But we do have a new assassin in Clermont, and we're going to send him, of course, to Northern Africa with our remaining assassins. Let's see, we've got a bunch of priests everywhere. I thought we would have had some spies or something somewhere, anywhere, but no, we don't have a single thing. We have a ton of agents on this fleet, and when I say a ton, it's, you know, it's 1 or 2, which is like a handful if anything, but we do actually have a ton of agents on this fleet here that still need to fucking disembark. My god, it's been a million years and these assholes have still not left this boat, and I think they're just rotting away as the days go on. My goodness. But we need to drop one off here. Hopefully there's no one at this trade node, but you know, we have no idea. We're going to find out within a few turns. Anselm of Fanhope can actually head towards Venice to trade in glasswares, I suppose. Rufus Boyd is not doing bad. He's only 47. He's still got a few years in him before he fucking kicks the bucket. Frankfurt still going strong, unfortunately. But we have Pavis Spear Militia. I don't recall seeing these guys. But they look badass. Let's see what else we can scout. Let us head towards Flanders and get this sorted out once and for all. I gotta say, the road networks in the continent are very, very nice. We've got paved roads as far as the eye can see. I haven't seen a single dirt... Oh, never mind. Caen, unfortunately, has dirt roads. Looks like a zit on the face of perfect Europe, unfortunately.
Where to,
Richard Francis, we're going to spy on someone, anyone? No. It's really hard to gain skill here as all of our enemy agents, well, I wouldn't say enemy, but, okay, let's spy on this guy. Look at that, we actually did it, and I think we gained some skill from that. Yes, finally, look at that. Richard Francis has 3 points of skill. My goodness. You know what? I think we need to recruit just a few more spies so we can really go fucking nuts with the spying. We might as well. I don't think we have a bishop for Clermont either, so there we go. And can't recruit a single thing in Toulouse. One more turn and Toulouse is a city, luckily. The crusade for Vilnius, still ongoing. I believe it's not going to last another turn. It's going to end very soon here. The Holy Romans have shown up, and the Sicilians have taken a shit-kicking. I believe they were the ones to throw themselves at the walls of Vilnius within the last couple turns, and of course it was not victorious. I guess it was not a victorious assault. What else have we got going on? Nothing in the Middle East. Our presence here is nil. There's absolutely nothing going on. Let us just make sure that we have max merchants. We do, perfect. But we need more spies still. Paris, more spies. There we go. We can't recruit any militia units. No problem. Okay, you know what? We might as well end this turn because there's not a lot to do whilst we're waiting for... Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a halt on recruitment for now because I think we have as many units as we need to see this war out. Especially because we've also got Duke Barty Carr in the wings as well in Bern. If only we had someone by the name of Ralph of York to build another militia army, and you know what we shall do. Let's see if we can recruit some units in Caen. Oh my god, we can recruit so many spearmen in Caen. So I'm going to grab Ralph of York and the spear militia and head to Paris. Blammo. And then I suppose he can support Duke Barty Carr, who is going to grab this professional army and march towards Metz, perhaps? I'm not sure. But these spearmen can assist What's-His-Nuts of York. There we go. Now Dijon is lacking a garrison. I don't need these archers, so I'm just going to recruit some more militia. There we are. Bern, unfortunately, does need a garrison, so I'm going to recruit some archers there. And I'm also going to recruit 2 general bodyguard. Perhaps we'll get some good generals out of the deal. I don't know. It's really a mixed bag. But, you know what? We have a fleet in Toulouse, so I'm going to recruit no ships, actually, because we are unable to do so. Damn. You know what, let's just end the turn and see what we can do next turn. Oh my god, even more militiamen. Gee willikers, our coffers are slowly dwindling, but I think we can handle it. This unsustainable amount of money loss, we can just, you know, we can handle it for a few turns until this war is over. Admiral Edgar, of course, can blockade Antwerp when he gets the chance, I suppose. Alright, let us end the turn. Look at that, we have a Merchants Guild available in Toulouse. We might as well accept because I believe Toulouse is now a city it should be. Unfortunately, the Grand Tower of Sevilla is right in the way. A magnificent addition to the fortifications of Sevilla, the Tower of the Gold has been started by the Almohades. This 12-sided watchtower protects access to Sevilla from the Guadalquivir River by employing a chain to block the river. Its name comes from the plans to cover its dome in golden tiles. Look at that. A massive tower. Another great tournament, and we might as well fund that shit. Agent detected. We have just executed an agent from Genoa in Marseille, which is of no surprise to me. Luckily, the plague has been limited to Aberdeen. The crusade grows. The Kingdom of Scotland has joined that crusade, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to join said crusade because, as you can see, it's Jacques de Bouillon here. Jacques de Beef Bouillon, and he's got his entire army in crusade stance. And you know what? We just completed our mission to cease hostilities with the Kingdom of Scotland. So I don't know. Would we get even worse relations with the Pope if we were to attack a crusading army, or would that really piss off the other Catholics? It's hard to say. Elias Parr can spy on Jacques de Bouillon very easily, apparently. Look at that. Man, this guy's got a ton of shit. I may have actually scoped this guy beforehand. Regardless, Elias Parr has gained yet another skill point, so that's freaking great. Nigel of Bedford is going to try to spy on this Khwarizmian diplomat. And he also succeeded, so he has also gained a skill point. Damn, we're doing good in the spy game these days. But let's see what's going on up here. Yes. That is most definitely owned by the Danes, and we might as well get Miles to spy on this Moorish merchant. There we go. This guy's got a lot of skill, my goodness, and he's making a ton of cash from this honey. I'm wondering if we can get a merchant up in that business. That would be great if we can start trading honey for 1,000 florins per turn. Damn, man, that would be fucking nice. Rufus Boyd, though, is doing quite well on this, whatchamacallit, this glasswares. Unfortunately for us, it seems that honey is not really worth a whole lot. I'm not sure why that is. There's a whole ton of factors in merchant trade, but they're not really clear to me. I can't recall them all. But we can also spy on this merchant next turn. Oh my god, this guy's got a ton of skill as well. The AI agents always have a massive amount of skill. It's very, very annoying. Jacob the Missionary, our priest in London, has died, which is quite unfortunate as he was one of our bishops in the College of Cardinals, or one of our cardinals, I should say, in the College of Cardinals. So I suppose we're going to have to replace him. Simon of March has also died in Rennes, so we'll just recruit a priest in either really quickly here to replace them both. There we go. Reginald Beaufort is a bishop from somewhere in Clermont. Randolph Manners is a merchant in Clermont as well. Aubrey Bonneville is a merchant in Marseille. Geoffrey of Ireland is the Duke of Switzerland. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here are the guys that I have recruited. We've got Geoffrey of Ireland and Miles of Gloucester, or maybe Malays of Gloucester. I'm not sure. John Vaughan has gained a military engineer. Simon of Wriothesley is Knight of the Crusades. What? He has gained a Knight of the Crusades, rather, in his retinue. I was going to say he is not a Knight of the Crusades. I have not joined this crusade. But both of these generals, actually, that I have just recruited in Bern are administrators. So that's a little awkward, as Geoffrey of Ireland has already gained the title Duke of Switzerland. But we might as well throw Miles of Gloucester all the way to Dijon so he can gain that title. We might as well. Ralph of York is still making his way to Dijon. We've got a few more units that he can take in Paris as well. We might as well take these units actually to give to him. And then whatever is in these places as well. Gee golly, we've got so many units kicking around at all fucking times. Duke Barty Carr is meeting up with them as well. I really should have gotten him to build some watchtowers, but I'm going to get Geoffrey of Ireland to do it instead. We'll build a watchtower along this road here as it meets up with the Venetian border, I believe. Yes. But there we go. Blammo, watchtower for 200 gold coins. 200 florins just blown on that watchtower, but it gives us an excellent line of sight. And then we'll throw another down right here, and then probably up by Staufen. We could probably get someone to throw some watchtowers along this path here as well, in the hills of Dauphine and Switzerland. Other than that, though, our empire is very well spotted. We've got lots of good line of sight in these places. Oh my god, Toulouse is now a minor city. We're going to have to crank taxes down and build a merchant's wharf. No, let's see, an abbey perhaps? There we go, to increase population growth. We will recruit some militia units right off the bat. Merchant cavalry militia, no. Let's recruit a Hulk instead for that fleet. As I meant to do previously, Caen has been upgraded to a minor city as well, and they can build roads finally. After they build a whole slew of other shit that I've lined up for them, Angers is going to build an armorer, as they can then upgrade some of our units to scale, partial heavy mail, and heavy mail. Inverness has farms, and we should build a bakehouse as well, I suppose. We've got a lot of units already in Scotland, archers and Highlanders already garrisoning the place, perfect. Recruitment reports, we've got a lot of units in Caen, Bern, Marseille. We've got that merchant, of course, who is late for his boat, so we'll have to send him to Italy. I suppose he could do some damage in Italy. We've also got a spy in Paris, which I believe I've moved. I can't really recall. Yes, I've already done. Clermont, we have a merchant who is going to do the same thing. Oh shit, we've got Edgar of Kingsbridge as well. We should move them both. Lyon, we have a spy. Dijon, we have a spy. Okay, we've got so many spies now. It's excellent. Dijon, we'll send this guy to Italy, I suppose. Get some eyes on there. We'll send James of Godwin down. James Godwin? Yes, James Godwin down to Iberia to get some eyes down there. A Venetian cardinal has died, and a Portuguese cardinal has been promoted. I believe that still leaves one empty seat due to our cardinal dying as well. The Moors are at war with the Byzantines, Venice at war with Genoa, Holy Romans at war with Lithuania, Seleucs, the Byzantines, Kingdom of Scotland, Lithuania. Also, I just want to point out that I'm most definitely sure that the Mongols have actually invaded, as they now have a turn when you end your turn. The AI of the Mongol horde is spotted. I don't really know what the fuck I'm saying, but look at this. James Dadaberg has just bumped into Ugolino Balan, rather. And my god, he's got a bunch of Crusader units that look absolutely badass. I'm a little jealous that I wasn't able to join this crusade, because I would have just loved to build a Crusader army. But we might as well see if we can get an alliance with the Pope right now. I don't know if he'll be game, but we might as well try while we have the chance. Well, we can't actually ally with the Pope right now because we're at war with the Kingdom of Scotland. I think I've ran into this issue before, more than likely. Richard Francis is going to scout Milan, I suppose. Genoa is still pretty weak. Genoa, the city, that is, it's only full of militia, really, and a few professional units, but that's about it. Okay, you know what? We can attack the Scots now and besiege their cities. You know, I'm going to attack Bruges from the west here. I'm going to avoid getting old Jacques de Bouillon here involved in it if I can manage it, but I think he may be a reinforcing army in this situation. It's hard to say. Let's see. Yeah, I think he's going to be reinforcing Bruges. Perhaps? No, it's hard to say. I think there's a square between him and the city. But now we can disembark Hubert of Shrewsbury and Samuel Russell. There we go. They're blockading the port of Antwerp, but that's fucking no problem. Let's see, what can we recruit? Mercenary Frankish Knights. Damn. Let's just not recruit those guys. No problem. They would be no use to us, but there we go. Ton of fucking pieces of siege equipment there. Let's see. Let's get Admiral Philip to destroy these Scottish navies here. Boom. Ship sunk. And then we'll get Admiral Hugh to once again blockade the port of Bruges. I'm kind of wondering, should we replace our cogs with hulks when we get the opportunity? I'm not sure. Speaking of, we'll recruit some hulks in London for Admiral Philip. There we go. And then, I don't think we have any fleets here, really. Maybe I'll recruit one in Bordeaux. There we go. Might as well. Now, speaking of fleets, we've got Admiral Gregory here. He's going to drop off some agents. Shit, there is actually a rebel merchant trading these slaves, but he doesn't really have that high of skill. So I'm wondering if we can get... man, our strongest merchant has 4 pips of skill. That's pretty abysmal. 20% success rate, whatever the fuck. Let's try it. No, of course that didn't work. Okay, I'm going to disembark one of my priests. Edward Stanhope will convert Tripoli. Well, that was a fucking wash. Apparently, we're not going to be trading slaves in Tripoli. Perhaps we can trade slaves near Benghazi. Hopefully, and then we can drop off a few more merchants in the Middle East. As for these two, I'm going to send them to Istanbul. Because there's a lot of trade nodes around Istanbul. And I would like a spy over there just to keep an eye on the Turks, perhaps get an idea of how strong that Muslim threat is, the Saracen threat of the East. Metz is pretty weak. Oh man, the Scots have got feudal foot knights as well. Kham is not doing so hot either. But Archibald Vaughan is going to besiege the place. Here we go. He's going to build some rams and some ladders and towers. There we go. Thomas Paget will, of course, be reinforcing. And then, let's see, Odo Bray. I'm not sure what I was doing with this asshole. Let's get him to... shit, I don't know. I have no idea where this guy came from, but let's try to get him to burn this fucking witch. I don't think... Oh, 57%. That's not bad at all. Holy shit, she's an actual witch. She performs magic. Bizarre, inexplicable phenomena. My goodness. What kind of... no, it's just hereticism. Okay, let us... there's not a whole lot to do this turn, actually. Can we recruit some units in Dijon? No, but we can recruit a merchant, apparently. Let's see. I thought we had some units to shuffle around. We've got some archers to send to the front lines. Kane is full of spear militia already, and we just need to recruit a... Let's do this, actually. I'm going to get a city watch built, and I'm going to recruit an archer, and there we go. We'll garrison Kane with that. Whatever units we have left, we'll deal with. I'm trying to cut back on recruiting these next few turns. There we go. You know what? This is going quite well indeed. I think we have time for one more turn, though, and then, of course, the episode next, we will have to do all of those siege battles. Dear God. We have some assassins to head to Northern Africa, though, if they're able, that is. They may have to assassinate their way through to Africa, perhaps? No, let's see if we can assassinate this guy regardless. 18%, no. Nope, not worth it. Our priest in Granada is not doing bad. David of Tyndale has quite a lot of skill now after we've sent him abroad. Philip Montgomery is absolutely useless. We're just going to place him outside the Portuguese capital of, I assume it's Lisbon. Oh, Porto, actually. Lisbon is, of course, in the south. My mistake. Sorry about that, Portugal. Alright, let's end the turn. Alright, everyone, before I forget, I just wanted to mention that I created a Steam group. So if you go on to Steam and you search up Incoherencal, you will find that group. Basically, the purpose of that is all my viewers can, instead of, you know, slamming me with friend requests on Steam and messages, because I think I can only have so many friends, not that I'm anywhere near the max, but basically... it would just be a lot easier for me to manage if everyone joined this Steam group, and then through the Steam group, I can organize, maybe I'm playing Mount and Blade, Napoleonic Wars, or any other multiplayer game. I can shoot a message out and say, hey, I'm going to be playing in the next hour or two, so hop on and we can have some grand old times, or maybe we can schedule events, tournaments, or something. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this, but this was a suggestion from one of my viewers, and I thought might as well make a Steam group and, you know, build this little community as best we can. And, yeah, just search it up, you know, join. Maybe we can play a few games together. I don't know. And also, Happy Halloween! I believe it's October 31st. Or the 30th. I'm not sure, but Happy Halloween, everyone! It's so freaking spooky this day! I was trying to do Dracula, but it ended up like an old... New York Jewish man. I don't really know. But you know what? Let's get back to the task at hand. Our crusade has expired because Vilnius has been taken by Sicily, of all places. I'm not really sure how long they'll hold on to this. This is very far from their regular holdings. If the Danes were to get it, or possibly the Poles or the Holy Romans, it wouldn't be so weird, but there you go. A new homeland, the Golden Horde, has captured Xorazm, apparently. These people have at last captured a settlement worthy of serving as the new western capital for their vast and expansive empire. Though their initial siege of this place was terrifying, more foreboding is the fact that they are now ready to expand, resuming their conquest in earnest. Damn, that took them like a turn or two. I think it was actually just a turn, 2 turns, sorry, and already they've captured a city. For all we know, though, it was like just some fucking village in the ass end of the world. Here is the province right here, Khwarezm. I can't say. Oh no, that's actually quite the fucking city. And the Golden Horde has just taken it. Damn. We have an Explorers Guild available in Kane, and we might as well build that. There we go. Now, we are dwindling financially, but somehow we are the richest faction yet again. The Byzantines have eclipsed us in terms of production, I believe. Once again, we have a mission to cease hostilities with the Kingdom of Scotland. We failed to murder that asshole. Oh shit, Gilbert Courtenay, our priest, right outside Tunis, has died. So I guess we'll have to send Harold Lestrange up there. Edward Stanhope can head towards Tripoli, I believe, or Al-Magia, that is. And then we can drop off another priest down here. Wallerant Hastings, there we go. Okay, let us move on towards, what is this again? Benghazi. Drop off a merchant. David of Salisbury, our, David of Salisbury died at the ripe old age of, I think it was like 89, and he finally kicked the bucket. But we're going to send Miles of Gloucester to Clermont. He might as well be the lord there. Let's see if we can recruit generals anywhere else. Bordeaux, perhaps? Not for 12 turns. Angers, probably the same. 11. Not really the greatest. Simon the Chivalrous is probably going to be the next guy to die. He is quite old himself. Robin Fitzwalter, our fucking assassin in Andalusia, has died here. Oh shit, a Genoese bishop. Let's see if we can... Oh no, what the fuck just happened? Oh fuck, I fucked that up immediately. But, okay, you know what, let's just move on. Nicholas de Moulin, our priest in Rennes, is being recruited. Baldwin Hepburn, of course, Audrey's brother, is in London. Rufus Boyd is now a commercial conqueror. Oh my god, outside of Frankfurt, and he's got so much skill, I cannot handle him right now. Lionel de Monthermer is our new merchant in Dijon, so I suppose we'll have to send him somewhere. Christopher de Loire has also gained a Knight of the Crusades for some odd reason. This guy's only got 2 pips of skill, not a whole lot, but we might as well ship him off to some ungodly end of the earth to try to make some money. London now has a warehouse and of course is making a massive amount of trade, and we can increase it ever further by building some more ridiculous shit. But I'm going to build a church for London because, look at that, we only have this small church in London and it's our fucking capital. We are devoted Catholics. Snicker, snicker. So we might as well build a massive church in London when we have the opportunity. We've got a bunch of units and agents recruited. A lot of ships, I've just noticed. War declared the Seljuks and the Republic of Genoa for some odd reason. 2 Portuguese cardinals, actually, and 1 less Genoese cardinal for some odd reason. But there we go. We are all set up to dominate the Scots within the next few turns. And look at this. I'm actually going to besiege every single Scottish city in... oh, shit. Let's see if he will excommunicate us. I hope not. Nope, we failed the mission, but it's not bad. Mission failed. Whatever. Relations worsened. What the fuck ever. I could not care less. But there we go. We've got a bunch of... Oh, shit. We need more archer units. Maybe these spearman sergeants. I'm going to change these guys. There we go. Perfect. Ralph of York is ready to advance on Metz within the next turn as well. We need some siege equipment. There we go.
Sire.
And then, you know what, we've even got reinforcements for Ralph of York, even though he has a fucking full army right here. I'm gonna leave these guys in Dijon, perhaps. And there we go. We are now besieging every single Scottish holding. And, I assume we're going to have a massive battle outside of Bruges, but everywhere else is going to be pretty average. We may even auto-resolve the Battle of Metz or Antwerp, because there's only like half a stack there. I might fight some of these battles, actually, just because I want to see how my 2-army, 1-army system is going to work. I'm not really sure. I don't think I've ever really employed that tactic to good use, not nearly as widely as I'm planning here. So it's gonna be different for sure. Shit, we've got Amber all the way up in Denmark, but I doubt we'll be able to take that from that asshole. So let's recruit yet another assassin in Clermont. We might as well.
With discretion.
Let's get Jeffrey to place yet another watchtower. Well, I can't because this fucking Venetian asshole just came out of nowhere to fuck up my day. Aston Hardwick, where can you go, my friend? Let's say Ham, perhaps? It's hard to say. Okay, you know what? I think I might just end it here. This episode, I think, is running a little bit long, but that's not much of a problem. It wasn't really super exciting, but it was certainly action-packed. And when I say action-packed, I mean that I was fucking running around doing all sorts of shit the entire fucking episode. So hopefully that was interesting for you. I hope you are interested to see how the Scots will fall in one deft move. I'm certainly interested. And then from then on, we can probably usher in a period of peace for however many turns, perhaps. I don't know. But as always, everyone, thank you for watching. It is greatly appreciated. Once again, happy Halloween! And I'll catch you next video. Also, join the Steam group. Just look up Incoherenceal on Steam. You'll find it. Please. I'm not above begging.